All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Even though this is a brand new stream, this is our second game of the afternoon, and this is the juniors semifinal game. The winner of this game will go to the Super Bowl, the SNEY Super Bowl. The Micros, the Griswold Micros, have already punched their ticket to the Micro World Series. Or Super Bowl. I don't even know why I'm thinking that. So anyway, that's going to be pretty exciting because the Wolverines could have two teams, in the Super Bowl. But you know what? It also could be that Killingly could have two teams too, because you have the seniors Killingly, who's in the Super Bowl there, and if Killingly beats Griswold here, then they will be in the Super Bowl as well. So we can go either way, but you got two youth powerhouses in Griswold and Killingly.
Yeah, and Killingly is a tough test ahead of them. Last week, Griswold came into the number one seed, staying the number one seed, obviously, through the playoffs, and came out with a big win against Ram, who they won 56-6, where Killingly won 13-12 over East Lyme. So it was just a lot. This is going to be a big test. Griswold, big team, and they're going to have to figure out how to stop that one player that we all know and we've all heard all season in Capalbo.
Yeah.
Last week he had 4 touchdowns. And then you have the 2-point conversions. They had 7 last week. Rothmeyer had 7 2-point conversions through the uprights.
Pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely pretty crazy. So we're looking into a real good game again today. The first game was an excellent game to watch. Micros are always fun, and they play very, very hard. But and you got to give it to Colchester. Colchester last week went into Wyndham, who was undefeated all year long, and took it to the house, man, and took them out.
Yeah.
So handed them their first loss. I remember you were here. You and I were here.
Yeah.
And when we had heard that both Ram and Colchester had knocked off the number 1 and 2 undefeated teams in their division, we're like, what the heck?
Yeah, that was big. That was big news. We thought at first we were like, wait, we thought he typed it wrong, and then we were like, oh wait, we looked up the score ourselves, saw it. But like I've been saying, this is the playoffs. Anything can happen, especially today as well. There's a couple games going on today. But this is a big one for Griswold. They can't come in here looking at Killingly like they're going to run right over them, because you never know what Killingly can do. We all know Killingly football, no matter what level it is.
Very, very true. So Griswold won the toss. They deferred, so Killingly will get the ball first. And they will be getting the ball first. The Griswold will get the ball first in the second. They'll get it right in the second half. So you ready?
I'm ready. I'm used to 3 games, but we only have 2 today. Seniors had a tough week last week in their game. But this is it. This is a big game, and this is going to be a fun one. Back and forth all day.
Well, the seniors really ran into a better team last week in the Falcons.
Yeah, Groton had a great team. We talked to the coach after the game. He met us in the parking lot. And he said he came up to us. And he was saying, he's like, we're just a good team. We didn't expect this kind of outcome, but it's a great team, and they're just looking forward for the rest of the playoffs.
All right, so here we go. Number 36, Cameron Rothmeyer. We already mentioned his name once for 7 for 7 last week?
Yeah.
So
maybe you should kick for the Giants, because Graham Gano cannot do that job. But I don't want to talk about that today. We'll talk about something else. We'll talk about this game.
Are you a Giants fan?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they played this morning against Jesse's team. So, Jesse and I were texting back
Jesse
and
who?
forth.
Jesse who?
Oh.
Is he a Panther fan?
Yeah. Jesse's a Panthers fan.
Yeah. All right, kick. Number 5 returns the ball, only a couple yards. That's J.R. Sannon. And Killingly gets the ball first and 10, and they will be on the 33-yard line.
A small team for Killingly. You look at the size compared to Griswold, but they have a much smaller. The other kids are a little shorter, But hey, that means they're a little faster.
Yeah, but then again, when you're looking at number 78 for the Griswold, Sean Messier, who's an absolute wall.
And his dad, the coach.
Handoff right off the bat.
Wow.
To Tanner Denton from Thomas Neal.
Now Griswold know that. Looks like Thomas is going to be the force for him.
Well, you never know. I mean, maybe that's just something that they weren't expecting.
Yeah.
What a run by Neal.
And Denton, he found that left side. He just kept going with it. He didn't give up at all.
All right, Neal back of center.
Oh.
And he got met hard there. Riley Oates. Or was that Sebastian Ramos?
Sebastian Ramos.
See, I cannot see numbers,
Robert Oates is number 58.
I don't have a number 58. I don't know what you're looking at.
I'm killing him?
Yeah.
I mean, I sent you the same picture I have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
That's number 6, I think. I don't even know. Or is it 5?
That was JR.
Sannon, 5.
Yep.
I'm just going to close my eyes, nap, and let me know what happens.
All right. It was JR.
So 3rd down, that I know.
And a lot of field. About 8 yards to go for Killingly. Oh, big tackle. Big hit by Capalbo over there.
Just look for the pink socks. He's not wearing them as high as he normally does.
No.
No score if you're just joining us.
Now formation.
4th down.
Oh, false start. Tanner Denton jumped on that one.
And then he jumped back like maybe they didn't see me.
He went back quick, but he just went a little too far.
4th down, still.
So 4th and 10.
It looks like they're bringing in a punt team. Maybe. Nope. Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're going to punt it, yeah. 4th and 10. Capalbo's going to be back deep for the Wolverines. And there it is. And Capalbo gets it and gets it around the 20-yard line. And,
oh!
He got absolutely mauled.
Number 8, Denton.
Number 88. Got about 11 yards on the run back.
What a hit by Denton. He looks like a high schooler from Oof.
All right, Wolverines 1st and 10.
Oh, they wrapped him right up. You look at Friday and you wouldn't expect him to be like the quarterback. You
No,
know? Like
no.
you see him run out.
Smallest, him and C and Gardner.
Yeah.
The smallest kids on the team.
You look at him run out and you're like, wait, where's that kid? Where's that kid going? And then he lines up under
I
center.
don't know. Second down.
That's Gardner, I believe.
Yeah, pitch to Gardner, and he kind of
Oh,
falls
just
almost
short. Where are they going to spot it? They're going to give him a good spot. They're going to be nice.
right on the 40. It looks like.
Liam Gardner was the carrier number 3 for the Wolverines.
Capalbo just walked by the mini Capalbo.
There were Capalbos everywhere.
Yeah, I think there's 3. I think they have 3 sons.
Well, Michael's playing for the Wolverines,
Yep.
the senior for the high school. He played Friday night. Not going to get the first down.
They got it.
Did they?
Yeah, they called
Okay.
it. That was
Alright.
generous. It was a generous spot.
Yeah, I didn't think they got it.
I saw the back judge signaled first down.
They must have got the hometown discount there.
Yep. They're moving the
All
chains.
right, 1st and 10, Wolverines.
First down for the Wolverines.
You know we're going to be fighting the fact that I can't see and the sun.
Yeah. Every weekend we're here. That sun's right there.
I wonder if our friend Kent is out there. We can show him a sunset.
Oh,
And, yeah.
Wow.
There's a good penetration there by the
Liam Friday, the quarterback, was tackled.
Killingly football team. That was number 34, Sebastian Ramos.
It was just about 10 yards.
Down and long for
About
the
10-yard loss.
Pulled him down like a merry-go-round.
Player, but that was a fine player by the Killingly defensive player.
It's a nice breeze out today.
Oh, at the beginning of last game,
Yeah.
it was like a gale force. I think now we can actually put the window back up
Yeah.
because you couldn't last game.
I was playing oh no, another one. Wow,
They're
they are
just
just
all over.
wow.
It's like the whole team. The whole team.
Coach is not happy with the line right now.
Barboza, everywhere he turned, there was a Killingly player. He broke like 4 or 5 tackles, and finally he just down he went.
Coach is telling him to get rid of the ball because that's another. Now it's about a 1st and 40.
Oh my lordy.
Or no, I'm sorry, 3rd and 40.
Is it that far?
Yeah.
10.
20, 30, 32.
Yeah. That's a long ways. Friday rolling right.
Oh, wow. What a hit. Was that? No, it wasn't Denton this time.
No. It was number 20. It looks like Timmy Hipple.
Jimmy Hipple, number 20 of Killingly, forcing a 4th down and long for the Wolverines.
Now, the thing is, the Griswold has to. Are they going to punt this? Because we don't see them punt very often, and they're in a very bad spot of the
Yeah,
field.
Capalbo is back, so
Yeah.
but they're deep in their own territory. So Capalbo's going to punt from about the 22-yard line. And
Bad punt. He was getting rushed though too.
and the ball goes out at about the 39. Go ahead.
If he didn't get that off, it was getting blocked.
Looked like it went off the side of his pink sock.
Yeah.
3:38 to go in the first, and we'll be back in just a minute as Killingly will start off with a 1st and 10 right here on SNSN Sports. All right, here we go. We are back once again. 1st and 10 on the 39 for the Killingly football team. Thomas Neal hands it off to Denton.
Wow.
It's kind of funny that, earlier you were talking about how you didn't think that the Killingly football team had very much size,
Yeah,
but they obviously have a lot of strength.
yeah. Denton has been as one of the taller kids on the team, and right now he's very, very active all over the place, defense and offensive wise. And then you look at then you compare him to their quarterback Thomas Neal, and you're like, huh, these guys are playing on the same team,
They're probably close in age.
Yeah,
But this is the age where all of a sudden, boom, they shoot up.
yeah, exactly.
Neal fakes and rolls left,
Oh, just missed.
and he got out of bounds.
Grady hit him. Grady got the tackle a little bit late, but Grady Freeland.
How many of these kids have you actually coached?
A lot of them. Grady's one of them. One of my basketball players. Sean was on the same team as
Messier?
Yep.
Yep.
The same team as him. Those two. Capalbo's older brother. I coached him when he was young, when he was in middle school. So a lot of these kids I see going through, basketball, through the rec program, and then coming into different sports. Like Jackson Stockmeyer, who played last game, I coached him. Braylon Dish, who played for the seniors.
Thank you all for being here.
But it's always fun to watch them play in their other sports. You see how good they are at basketball, and then you come and see them on the football field, and you're like, they're an all-around athlete, all over the place. They're coming. Grady. Last time I came to one of his games. It wasn't last week, but a couple weeks ago. He wasn't playing yet. He was on the sideline, talked to his dad about it, and then I come back and he's starting on both sides of the ball. This kid, he puts in a lot of work outside of just practices. He wants to prove himself, and he's always been like that. He gets tough. He gets hard on himself, but then you talk to him about it, and he just goes out there and he performs like he can. Unless he's trying to shoot 3-pointers against Braylon, because then they're trying to compete against each other all the time.
All right, third down. About 5. Thomas Neal looking to get a first down for Killingly, and the ball is fumbled. And it looks like Griswold might have it, and they do. First down, Griswold.
Yeah, that was a big stop for Griswold, especially in their own territory.
With the fumble recovery for the Wolverines.
And there he is, Sean.
Okay, chat. Now let's see. Facebook user says, "Love it." Is that Iron Man in the background?
I think so.
Pitch back to Capalbo, looking for some room. There's a flag down. First down, and he's going to keep going, but I got a feeling this one's coming back anyway.
It's going to be either offsides or a hold.
I'm going with a hold.
Yeah. Yep.
Holding against Griswold.
That hurts on a big play like that. We were saying off air, Mike, this is a quick first quarter so far.
Yeah.
It's been back and forth, no scoring yet.
Well, both these teams want to hit the Super Bowl. And to get there, they got to win this one. Capalbo changes direction, and he's putting on the Jets.
Hurdle number 7 for Killingly.
He's hurdled a few. And he got about 15 yards past the original line of scrimmage.
So right where he got that run originally.
So he got about 15. He got the 10 back plus 5.
Yep. And And it's going to be tough to throw the ball with the wind today, too. You won't see it as much.
Pitch back to Capalbo. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds.
Just short.
He only got a couple. So 3rd and 3. Which is okay. I mean, you know, if your team is progressing, you know, 3 yards here, 4 yards here, eventually you're going to keep turning first downs. You're going to run the clock. Like I said, and there's only 1:04 to go left in the first. So they're chewing the clock up, both sides. Not much, if any, clock stoppage at all.
Right up the middle.
And they may have gotten it, depending on the spot. And they do. First down.
Side judge called it. Closest to us, he called the first down.
Rowan Birmingham. Camden Friday leading the charge, as he's done all season for the Junior Wolverines.
I think that might have been a little mix-up on offense.
Yeah, he ran right into Capalbo.
Capalbo was still in motion, I think, when they snapped it. I'm surprised they didn't call that.
So you got a couple. 2nd and 8. 7. 2nd and 7. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Nobody scored. I don't think they're going to snap it. That's it. No. So it's going to be 2nd down when we come back. No score. It's the SNEY Juniors semifinals. No score. What's up for grabs? A trip to the Super Bowl. We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN Sports. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Oh, wrapped up, lost a yard.
That's Birmingham. Birmingham has had a couple of different or unfortunate runs so far. He's been boy, Denton's everywhere. Huh?
Yeah. He's the
That's Rowan Fantastic, by the way. What's that? Rohan Fantastic. Of course, we have his brother, the original Fantastic. Cole Fantastic in the other room.
Oh, fumble. Grabbed, picked up. Oh.
Capalbo's got it.
Ref's apologizing. He threw the down marker at one of the players and hit him with it.
Oops. They're not moving the ball very well. Griswold's having a hard time.
Oh!
Almost got it blocked.
Wow, what a punt, though.
What a bounce. Brought back by, was that number 5?
Yep, that is Junior.
Sannon?
Yep.
Return number 5 for Killingly. That'll be a first down for Killingly.
So still no score.
No, but what a defensive game so far by both teams.
Huh?
A very defensive game.
Killingly's defense is very tight.
Yeah. Denton's all over the place. He's playing the linebacker position. He's also kind of playing the line at the same time. He comes right back out on offense.
It's kind of like in the old softball days. What are you playing? Short field.
Yeah.
Straight up the middle.
Sebastian Ramos, number 34, with the carry right up the gut.
Ramos gets about 3. 2nd and 7. Ramos went straight up the gut.
It's going to be a big – I think if Conley breaks out here, this could be tough for Griswold, or it's going to, it's going to motivate them. Because we've seen all season, once that other team scores, they come right back and they score on their own. So that first score is going to motivate the other team to do the same.
That was Tanner Denton again. Got a couple. 3rd and 5.
If you look at last week, Griswold held Rom to 6 points, and that 6 points was scored in the first quarter. So they won 56-6, and they got it almost about 16 in each half.
Yeah, they
or in each quarter.
Ram had a tough game.
Yeah,
last week. The Rams. Makes sense.
It does.
Neal hands off.
Oh,
no gain. It's going to be about 4th down. Sannon didn't get anywhere. Maybe got about a half a yard. So you got to get something.
Now Austin, number 50.
this clock is just rolling and rolling.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody's thrown the ball yet.
I know. Friday's tried to, but every time he did, he lost about 5-6 yards.
Just barely got that off.
Oh,
Capalbo gets it away, but he does bounce right into his hands. He's looking for somewhere to run, and he runs into a pack of Cali, but he's just pulling him up.
Good punt return.
What a 19-yard punt return. So Capalbo, good job. Just strength got him the last 5 or 6 yards.
I think if he went to that left side, he was starting to go to the left side towards us. I think if he kept going, he might have had it. He might have had some more yards there. But he made the right decision. He went up the middle, and he pulled the defenders for about 5 yards.
So the juniors are in the double wing. And the tush push, and it's still going. And we got a breakaway run here.
But he got caught.
Right at the very last second.
JR caught him.
Birmingham.
And a big game for Birmingham. First down for the
Sannon, JR Sannon with this touchdown saving tackle.
Almost 30-yard run there for Rowan Fantastic. And that's the first big play. And the Wolverines need that. I mean, we haven't seen a run like that all game, and we're already halfway done with the first half.
I think this is the first time
second quarter, actually.
The first time they've been in enemy territory as well.
Pitch back to Capalbo. Gets a
flag.
Gets a little bit open space, but you said there's a flag, and it was around the 21-yard line is the flag. Pretty much at the line of scrimmage. It's probably going to get called back.
Yeah, but it was holding. I think this ref's out for him because he keeps throwing the flag at the players. He threw it again at him. That's a big loss for them.
When you get those big runs like that, you can't shoot yourself in the foot.
No.
And Second and long. And he just got caught. He was on the Gardner was on the roll, but
is it just me or does the scoreboard still say Colchester?
It does. All right, here we go. Third and long. And we're going to get a reversal to Capalbo. And still nowhere to go.
This defense is very, very good for Killingly. They've stopped the run multiple times. And look how far back they brought him. I mean, that penalty hurt him. But then they brought him back another 10 or 5 yards after that.
For Killingly, we have a fourth down and long coming up now for Griswold. I think I did it okay. I don't think I made it.
We're already at 3 minutes in this quarter.
Fourth down, Capalbo looking for somewhere to go. But there are just red jerseys everywhere.
Killingly coach is loving it. Look at him on the sidelines.
Losing his mind over there.
They knew who to target this game.
Yes, they did.
And
they did.
They've been doing it well. So all first half.
So we get a turnover on downs. First and 10 Killingly.
Run out of bounds for Killingly.
Was that Sannon?
Yeah. Yep.
J.R. Sannon was the carrier. He was forced out of bounds by
3:24 left.
Tick tock. Tick tock. You don't stop. Wait a minute. That's Rapper's Delight.
Yeah.
To the bang bang boogie. See, up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogity bee. Bebop, bebop, Scooby Doo.
Oh, good stop by Griswold.
Yeah.
Denton
almost broke free. Eric says, tell scoreboard guy to take Colchester off the board. Usually a direct question like that would be followed by please. Since there is no please, no, there's no scoreboard guy. They set it up at the beginning of the first game, and they don't know how to change it. So nothing I can do about that. We're just calling the game here. We're going to show sunsets in a minute. Eric says, please.
JR, another big run.
First down. So the thing is we just mentioned it a couple of minutes ago, about the scoreboard. You said, doesn't that still say Colchester? And I'm like, oh, yeah, it does.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait, what? Am I calling the wrong team this entire time?
So, no, Eric is correct.
You think Cole would look up a YouTube video,
I know. Cole, look up a YouTube video to figure out how to change that scoreboard.
Big stop by Griswold. Denton got wrapped up at the about 2-yard loss, making it 2nd and 12.
Second and long coming up.
2 minutes, 2 minutes left.
We acknowledge that the scoreboard is incorrect, but doesn't have your name up there, but we're working on it. We're just Colchester for now. We apologize. We know you're Killingly.
Hey, timeout. By Killingly.
So I wonder, Eric, are you here at the game?
Eric.
Eric has gone ahead and affected the entire game. Thank God. And you need people to make change.
You do.
So Eric is affecting change, and that is a good thing, and that's what we need sometimes. And even the PA announcer said, yep, we know. Oh. All right, so for those of you scoring at home, the president of Griswold Youth and Cheer will be up at halftime to change the scoreboard.
Not much to keep score right now. It's 0-0 game.
0-0. But Colchester doesn't have any points in this game.
No. You're getting 3 teams for 1.
Big takedown by Anderson Martin there. 3rd and about 3. 1:28 to go in a scoreless juniors SNEY semifinal matchup.
Third down and about 4 coming up now for Killingly.
See if they can convert to a first down. Pitch back to Sannon. And I think he actually maybe lost a yard. And I go back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down. There's 51 seconds to go in the half. They have timeouts.
I think we should count down the whole 40 seconds. 40. 30. So everybody knows.
They're gonna probably get one more play off. They're not in a hurry to get into play, but whoever gets the first score, and Griswold is going to get the ball first in the second half. So,
but they got to do. Oh, another timeout.
Killingly with a timeout.
Probably changed the play. But it looks like they were going to go punt. They're going to punt it this time. But at this point in the game, exactly 20 seconds left.
Well, do you really want to punt the ball
to
Chase Capalbo, who has the ability to run it back?
Yeah, and that's what I think.
We've seen him do it.
And I think that's what Killingly's talking about right now is they're running out of time. So I think they're just going to run one more play, But they got to get the first down because that clock stops. And if we've seen Griswold make big plays before.
Yes.
So it's not like they can't do it in one play. We saw last week at the seniors game, what happens when you have one play left and that Hail Mary touchdown happened.
Yeah.
And, I mean, when you have Capalbo, you have Sean Messier towering over the whole team. You don't even need to see his number. You can just see him. I could just see.
Oh, you just look at the pink wristbands and the pink socks.
Oh, I was talking about for Sean.
Oh,
Sean, you don't even need to. I saw him. He was standing in the back of the huddle. And I knew that was him.
I see Sean. I think Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, bad snap.
And he's going to run it.
It's be Denton.
And
fumble.
And the Wolverines got it.
Clock's
got to stop. There it is. 9.7 to go.
Wow. I think Denton was looking. He just tried to lean forward with the ball. When he leaned forward, the ball came right out. It just slipped out of his hands.
And Denton he's so big.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got. I mean, most of these Griswold players, they're really kind of small. almost look like hobbits next to him.
I think once he got tackled at the waist, if he got tackled up higher, I think he would have been fine. But once he got tackled at the waist, he just went right over the defender for Griswold.
So, of course, you give it to Capalbo.
Oh, he's going to throw.
If he can get anything off, he's trying to get around. And there's the pass, and it is going to be incomplete.
And that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the first half. So we've got no score. This is a defensive battle. It could very well be that the very first team that scores may be the winner. Who knows? We're going to find out with the second half. It's Killingly and Griswold deadlocked at 0. Semifinals looking for a trip to the Super Bowl right here on SN Sports. And welcome back. We are in the midst of one heck of a ball game, Sean.
Yeah, it's just been back and forth. The defense on both sides playing very well. But you look at the run game for Griswold, it's not like it usually is when they're playing, it's just they're not getting the easy looks that they've been getting against the, other teams this year. And I think that's getting to them right now, but they start with the ball this half, and we'll see what they can do with it in in the third quarter.
Yeah, they haven't been able to move the ball all that well in the first half at all. They had that one big run, and then it was negated on the very next play with a holding call. So hopefully they don't shoot themselves in the foot, because they really had momentum, and they had gotten down to about the 25-yard line, and that's as close as they got before they started getting pulled back. So the Wolverines get the ball. Capalbo picks it up at the 30-yard line, and he's running up the middle. Gets a little bit of daylight, but gets over midfield to about the 48, so about a 32-yard return there for Capalbo. And the Wolverines are going to start with pretty good field position to start the second half.
You think about it, Mike, it's crazy that was the only the second kickoff of the game. Usually we see a lot of them, or a couple of them by now, but that was the only second one we've seen.
Considering the juniors last week, Griswold juniors beat the Tar out of Ram 56-6.
Yeah,
it was definitely a statement that was made in that game, and obviously Killingly got the message, because they haven't let Griswold score at all.
And Killingly as well. They're locking down Capalbo. They know what he can do in this game if he takes over. But they're also, last week they played East Lyme and they only won by 1 point. It was 13-12 when they the end of their game, and that was on last Saturday, I believe, is when they played.
They keep challenging that defensive line of Killingly and not really getting anywhere.
I think they're just trying to. At this point, they're trying to. Big tackle.
Capalbo was close to the first down, but you got to give Jaden Bernard some credit on that. Number 54 on the front line. He's been amazing, just not letting anybody go through.
Well, did you see Michael Peters, number 42, as well? He jumped up in the air to get Capalbo. Jumped up in the air to wrap him up. And then he stood up and he was like, where am I? Where am I?
4th and inches for the Wolverines. And Capalbo will push through and get the first down.
That push works very well for Griswold in weird ways, too, because that big run they had was on that push as well.
Yeah.
And it broke out. The line helped them break out through, which you got to give a lot of credit to the running backs for, too, to find that lane that quickly to go through it.
1st and 10. This is the first possession in the second half. Griswold in the double wing again to Capalbo, and bounces off of one defender and finally brought down by, looks like it was number 65, Silas Banks. Not before Capalbo got about 6 yards.
And this is, this happened last time with Griswold. They made it all the way down this field, but then penalties hurt them.
Handoff to Capalbo, and Denton, even though he got stiff-armed, stayed with him.
Couldn't take him down, but he wasn't going anywhere, so they just blew the whistle to stop because he wasn't making any more forward progress.
So 3rd and 7. See what Camden Friday can drum up here.
Big crowd here today, too, to come support.
Straight up the gut. Got about maybe 3 more.
Rowan Birmingham with the
It's Rowan Birmingham.
Straight ahead for
So 4th and 4. You got to hand it to the entire Killingly defense. Capalbo again blocks
There he
one
goes.
tackle, and he gets a first down.
He went full speed on that one.
Down to about the 22. So the drive is staying alive. And that seems to be what they're doing is they're just kind of pushing ahead. As that was Rowan Birmingham again. And they seem to be having pretty good luck with Rowan. Hurry up offense. Double wing. Let's do it to Rowan Birmingham again.
Oh, I think
not as lucky that time.
I think if they pitched that to Gardner, he was gone because sorry, they were looking for that run up the middle again, and there was only one guy guarding Gardner going to the outside.
Third down again. The hurry up offense. Here's Capalbo. He's got a first down, and he's trying.
Oh, he's tiptoeing. He tiptoed
Did
in.
It get in?
Yes.
They're not signaling yet. They're going to call it down at about the 1 yard line.
We had one ref call touchdown, one called at the 1. I think we defer it and put it at the half.
The only dance move he didn't do.
Touchdown.
They're calling it, yeah.
He tiptoed all the way in.
The only dance move he didn't do was a pirouette.
Wow, what a play by Capalbo. And you know what that means.
What does it mean?
Rothmeyer for 2.
We'll see what happens. That's what we're looking for. 6-0. Rothmeyer was 7 for 7 last week. Just to put that into perspective, 7 touchdowns.
Oh, he got it blocked. Oh, they scouted it.
Killingly has come in here extremely prepared.
Yeah, that play was just nothing to take away from Capalbo, but if he didn't keep tiptoeing, he was down at the 5 yard line.
My God, he was tiptoeing through the tulips. Boom.
You think anybody could name that song?
What's that?
That song?
Tiptoe through the tulips?
Who it's from?
I know it's from.
I know who it's from.
Yeah. I even saw him do it live.
Really?
Yeah. And the guy who actually sang it,
mm-hmm.
He had nothing. It was nothing to do with his name, his size. He's huge.
Yeah, no.
He's like 6'8".
Name that guy.
Yeah, all right, let's put it in the comments. Who's saying tiptoe through the tulips? Tiptoe through the tulips. What do you say?
Cole, who'd you say? Ballerina. No, it's not ballerina.
No. The guy with the long hair. Thanks for playing. We have some lovely parting gifts for you. Rothmeyer to the kick.
Oh, this could be
bad.
Wow.
For Killingly, but no, it's like Sannon did a good. He went ahead and fell on it.
But that lost them. They lost a couple yards on that bounce.
Facebook user says, Tiny Tim. Congratulations, Facebook user. Now let's see if we can find who Facebook user is. I have to go on Facebook now. Got me singing the song. Of course I won't jump in. That was Dennis from Utah.
Dennis. Oh, he even wrote it's Dennis.
It's Dennis. What's up, Dennis? It's my favorite green.
Wow, they
hand over to Denton.
Wow, they tricked me on that play. I thought 34 had the ball the entire time.
I'm tricked on every play. Max Dietrich brings him down.
I was watching Killingly's number 34, and I was like, wow, where's the ball? If I can find his name.
Who?
Sebastian Ramos.
Number 88 was Denton.
No, I was talking about I thought 34 had it, Sebastian Ramos.
So now it's you that's having trouble reading numbers. Second down And about 7. Neal hands it off.
Sebastian now has it.
And a good, strong push.
Sebastian Ramos, number 34 with the carry.
Whatever happened to the good old-fashioned, vuvuzela?
What?
You never see people have those anymore. The vuvuzelas.
The Vuvuzelas?
Yeah, remember the
I
long.
have no idea what you're talking
The
about.
long, you'll definitely know it. The long horns that you see at like soccer matches and stuff.
No, Sean, I don't.
I gotta figure out.
You mean that goes?
Yes, these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. I don't know what you call them. They're horns. Handoff.
Oh.
To Ramos.
Ball's out.
Now they called him down.
Oh.
The side ref is going, nope. Ball was down.
First down.
Sebastian Ramos, number 34 with the ball carry for Turnley, and he gained a
So if you're listening outside of the state of Connecticut and you have the ability to type, tell us where you're from. Like Dennis is in Utah. I know that.
Dennis. No good sunsets today.
Yeah. It's not set yet.
Sorry, Kent.
Wait till the sun sets, Sean.
Oh.
It's only 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's what that has to do for.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Mike and the discount announcer, Sean, and the fumble.
Discount
Announcer.
It was it was actually
You got nothing.
it was a it was a fan contest. You pulled my name out of the hat.
Joe is in Massachusetts.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for joining us. Six nothing in the third. 2:25 to go in the third. The game just keeps moving right along.
Oh, this is a big run right here. Oh,
Not
they pulled him back though. If he broke through, I thought he was going to keep going, but I didn't see who it was in the back that pulled him back a couple of yards.
Joe says, making it possible for me to watch my son play while at daughter's AAU tournament.
Who's your son, Joe?
Yeah, who's your son? So we can shout him out.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, he got stopped.
Tanner Denton, who's your ball carrier, he was stopped quickly by Callum Austin, number 50.
Callum Austin just grabbed his shoes and didn't let him go.
Yeah, they read that play the entire way and just wrapped him right up. There was nothing they could do at all.
So Axton is also correct with our trivia question today. He says Tiny Tim. He's correct. Okay, Michael Peters for Killingley, Brooklyn. Number 42.
50 seconds left. Oh, flag. Delay a game.
That hurts. Now it's going to be about 4th and 9. Brittany's making a good point here. She says, this is real playoff football. Defense wins championships. And both teams are displaying excellent defense today.
Yeah, and this is a great point by Brittany, who, this team has been back and forth. We like to see, big offensive games, but, the Griswold had a 56-6 win last week, and that's kind of tough, against another team, because then you just have a running clock after, 30? We said 30 in youth, right? So it's just a running clock after that. But, when it's going back and forth and the clock is running because of just pure defense on run plays. That's what you like to see in a low-scoring game.
So the Wolverines have it on the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. I can tell you this, that the Micros game.
Oh,
ouch! The Micros Super Bowl will be streamed live right here on SNSN. If Griswold wins this game as well, then we will also be streaming the Juniors game. As far as the Seniors game, we have not been contacted by any of the other teams. So right now, that's if you're curious on if the games are going to be streamed, that's all I can tell you. Capalbo.
Oh,
We got upended by Sannon right there. Nice hit.
JR's
good, clean hit.
He's been all over the place for this team too.
Yeah, him, Denton,
Yeah,
Ramos.
that'll do it.
We got a 3rd and about 4 coming up for Griswold.
We're going into the 4th.
Third quarter.
That's going to do it. All right. One more quarter to go. We're going to see how that unfolds in a minute right here on SNSN Sports. All right, Wolverines got the ball 3rd down and 3. And who do you go to? Well, how about Denton? He brings Birmingham down in a big way.
4th down.
Quickly for the loss, stopping Chase Capalbo. 4th down now for the Wolverines.
So Westerly won against Ledyard today, 18-14. I'm not sure. I got to look. Pitch back to Capalbo.
Wow.
Boy, I tell you, that Killingly defense is some. Couple stiff arms.
Got it.
He's gone. The 20. The 10. Capalbo's in for 6.
What a run.
Chase Capalbo, number 27, with the score for the Wolverines. He sure knows how to use that straight arm.
What a play by Capalbo.
Very nice.
Denton was right there,
nice.
too. Denton just missed that tackle in the backfield. And Rothmeyer trying to redeem himself with this one.
Rothmeyer kicks. And now it's the law of averages, you know?
Yeah.
7 for 7 last week. He's 0 for 2 today. You never know. Those extra points can loom really large.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, two score game now for Killingly. They gotta score definitely on this drive if they want to keep it, you know, in arm's reach.
Let's see.
You can watch it again live now, or you can watch it later on when the game ends on SNSN Sports. Yeah, baby. Oh, and that's the microphone is still on. Sorry about that. I really don't care anymore. I'm having fun. They can't have a smile at me.
You're funny in the other room.
What's that?
I said you guys are funny in the other room. Oh, Lordy.
Squib kick.
Capalbo almost brought him down, but he kind of got away.
For Killingley, number 42, Michael Peters with the return of that kickoff. It's going to be first down and 10 for Killingley. Hey, stop making noise. My microphone's on. He's doing it. Jack's teasing you on that one.
Big drive for Killingley here.
Excuse me. The sun's back out.
Wrapped right up in the backfield.
So you had all these defensive stands throughout the game. This is the one that's going to matter the most.
Yeah, and it's been, Griswold who's been reading the offense very well for Killingley, but you can't take it away from Killingley either. They're just getting tough breaks on these runs. That the 2 touchdowns by Capalbo, they're just tough because they had him each time, but he's just so strong that he's gotten away from him.
So the winner of this game is going to face Westerly, and that'll be this Saturday at the old Killingley High School. That's going to be almost picked off. It was intended for Sannon, but Gardner was right with him. So let's reiterate one more time. The Juniors Super Bowl is going to face this. Whoever wins this game will face Westerly, who defeated Ledyard today, 18-14. So it'll be the 1 and the 3 seed.
Wrapped up.
And Killingley is just not able to move the ball this drive. And it's going to be 4th and about 15, 16.
Gardner a little shooken up on that plays.
Gardner of the Wolverines. It's going to be a 4th down now coming up for Killingley.
I'm thinking they may have to punt.
Looks, looks like. No, looks like they're going under center. Yep. Oh, broken play. Broken play. He ran right into his running back and lost yards and turnover on downs for Griswold.
That's going to hurt Killingley a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you're down 12-0 and on the 28. They're on their own 28-yard line.
And that was just, like I said, it was just a broken play. The quarterback was rolling back. I couldn't see who he ran into. I think it might have been Denton, who was behind him, but he ran right into him, and that just allowed the Wolverines to go up and make that tackle.
Friday hands it off. I don't think they really got any yardage there.
No, it looks like maybe
could be a yard, maybe.
Yeah,
not even. Second down. And here comes the sun right in our face. So the winner of this game faces Westerly on Saturday. Killingley is they're turning it up.
Yeah, they're making tackles now. They're not allowing Griswold to get another score here, and that's what they want. There's 6 minutes left, but the clock's still running.
Number 42, Michael Peters in on that tackle.
Double reverse.
Here's Capalbo.
Oh!
And now he's running hurdles.
Yeah. And we got an injured Killingly football player on.
So 4th down and about 1. What a great time to see some clouds. There they oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful panoramic view there. That is selling it to you by our celebrated cameraman, Ken Howman. Yes.
Yes.
He is celebrated.
And Killing the player is up. That is number. I can't
It's
read
limping off. It's number 29. Is that what the number is?
It's so hard to see from back here.
I don't want to say because I don't want to freak somebody's parent
Doubt.
out. You know.
Well, good thing is there's
no 29.
There's no number 29 on the Killing
Yeah,
roster.
there we go. So I'm not lying when I say I can't see. Zippity doo dah.
Boy, that one's embarrassing for both of us.
Yeah.
I thought it was too.
Yeah. 6 minutes to go. Wolverines 4th and 1. They got a 4th and 2. They got to get to about the 18-yard line for the first down. Quick outlet pass over there to Capalbo. He's got a first down. And he's been getting air all game.
He's got the first down.
And that's a big first down right there.
With the pass from Cam Friday.
Good pass from Friday.
J.R. Stanton had to stop.
So, I mean, you never say never.
No.
But if the Wolverines punch it in here, I think the fat lady's going to start warming up. Wolverines in the double wing. And getting pushed right on down the field to about the 10.
Run Birmingham. Following his blocker straight.
And we have another injured.
And unfortunately, we have another injured player down on the field.
Look at them clouds. Those clouds are.
Oh, Mike makes a good catch. What a catch. Oh, look at this. Wow. Look at Ken. Thank you, Ken, for that great shot.
This is like ASMR football.
Oh,
Just look at
geez.
that beautiful sunset.
I'm not going to name names, but I think there's already one.
I wonder if Kent likes it.
I haven't seen Jess Kent here.
I haven't seen I haven't seen him put any kind of comments in or anything.
And he's hobbling off. You never want to see a young player or any players to get hurt, but it is reassuring when they get up, And I mean, he isn't able to walk on his own power, but at least he's able to, stand up and get off the field. Where's the ball? There it is. I couldn't tell where it was. 5 minutes left.
Ron Birmingham was the carrier on that last play. I'm up here talking to his brother, but I got carried away.
3rd and 5. Capalba cuts back to the inside, but it's going to be fourth down.
But they are running that clock with the every play.
They do that. That's all they really want to do right now.
Yeah.
Is just eat the clock up.
They have a fourth down coming up.
Friday rolls left, gets a couple of blocks, and he's going to have the first down. And how about a touchdown? Friday from 10 yards out.
Friday on a Sunday.
What are you talking about? And the Wolverines are up 18.
We have another injured player for killing them.
Another player down on the field. We hope he's okay.
And look at that sunset. You forget. Because, we're certainly not going to show the injured player.
No.
So we're going to show sunsets.
In clouds.
In clouds.
Good job, Ken. Yeah, it is. It was very nice.
Nice one. I'm even going to take the score off the boards for a minute. Just enjoy that sunset over the trees. We should start doing like satisfying sounds. Like
how many viewers did we just lose?
All right, back to business. 18-0. Rothmeyer going to try again. He's missed his first two extra point attempts.
Oh, we got a killing player running on.
And he made it. And that is up and good.
1 for 3.
So that's 2 points. $20-0. So just for those of you who are not familiar, if you kick in the high school game, it's 1. But if you kick in juniors, it's 2, and the extra point is actually it's reversed.
Yeah,
it's 1 point here, and then it is 2 points on a run in high school and in college and the pros. 20-0. Killingly needs to get to work with 4:26 to go in the game. Rocket wants to know, are we going to be streaming any of the senior games today? The answer to that is no. Those leagues or those towns would have to contact us to have us come down and stream. If they do not, maybe they've contacted somebody else. Or maybe somebody will be in the stands, showing you video off their iPhone. I don't know. But my guess is no.
I believe those games are going on now.
Yeah.
As well anyways,
Yeah.
They're going to have a 1st and 10 at the Griswold 45.
And as it is right now, we are not streaming the seniors Super Bowl. First and 10.
Oh, I don't know. Did it look to you?
Neal keeps it, but lost about 4 yards. Got chased out of bounds.
Did it look to you like Griswold jumped a little early?
I didn't see, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know if it was just me or if the center didn't snap it on time when they called it. Griswold was like they jumped off the line and the ball was still under center when he snapped it back.
Well, whatever it is, Thomas Neal lost 3 yards on that play. 2nd and 13 for Killingley.
And they're just going to air. I think they're just going to air the ball out
They
here.
have to. They have to do something. They have to get a quick score.
But it doesn't look like they're set for that. No. Lost yards again. Actually, I don't even think he gained it. I think he's just back to where he was.
Yeah.
Timeout, Killingley.
Anderson Martin with the stop, number 42. Thanks to Cole, our spotter.
3:15 left. Jeez. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, we lost 9 people because of our ASMR chat or channel.
Well, they fell asleep.
Streamed on SN Sports on YouTube. You can watch it right now, or you can watch it later when the game ends on SN Sports. And check out.
The video's not on me. Thank God for that.
If you wonder what we're laughing at, the PA announcer said, "You guys should check out what Mike's doing now." And Mike was like, "Oh, geez."
Okay. 3:15 to go. Killingley's gotta get to work. Saw Soren Reef.
Yeah, his dad came up to me and said hi when I was out
Yeah.
there. He said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" And I looked up and I was like, "Oh, hey, how are you?"
Yeah, saw Soren, talked to him for a second.
If you don't know the Reef name, where have you been?
Under a rock.
Yeah, where have you been?
One of the best and most decorated running backs in Killingley history.
Yeah.
And he's a Griswold kid.
Yeah, he's from Griswold. His dad always comes up with a big smile and says hi to us every time he sees us.
Real nice folks.
Look at Sean, ready to go. Look at him.
Did you graduate with his brother?
I graduated in 2016.
Oh.
I think he was.
Anders, right?
Yeah, I think he was a couple years under me. Yeah, because Phil and I graduated in 2016 together from here.
Yeah.
We had the good old grass field still.
Still a couple schools that have grass fields.
Yeah, Plainfield
And Bacon.
and Bacon, yeah. And isn't there's one more I thought too.
It's not Woodstock.
No.
Woodstock just doesn't have lights.
Yeah. Unless it's just those two now, but I thought
I think
was
it's just the two.
Yeah. Wait, is Fitch? Does Fitch have turf this year?
Oh. I want to say yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it has to just put Plainfield and Bacon.
Yeah.
But Bacon doesn't have any lights either.
Yeah, they do.
I thought, weren't we there for a while and there was just Saturday games?
No, it was always Bacon. You talking about high school?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
They have, no.
For some reason, I thought they only had.
Nope. No. Nope, they have lights. The only school that I know of that does not have lights is Bacon.
Yeah.
So that's why they play their games on Saturday.
That's what I just said.
You said Plainfield.
I said Bacon.
Oh, Lord.
I said Bacon.
God, somebody want to come and get this delusional person out of here?
We were just talking about Bacon Academy.
God, I wish I could do instant replay.
We could just restart the conversation.
Yeah. I want to get past that. All right. Turnover on downs. The Wolverines have it 1st and 10.
Double wing.
And I'm really glad that personally that they're teaching these kids to double wing, especially when Coach Wilcox.
He loves that. He loves the double wing.
He runs double. He's been running double wing for years.
Yeah.
So there was one year when I was in high school, back in the dark ages, we didn't have a quarterback, so they ran Wildcat.
Yeah.
That's all they did was ran Wildcat.
Yeah, double wings is the staple for Griswold football. Yeah, you ask anybody.
Yep. The timeout. So let's for those of you who are scoring at home, the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl, and they will be playing Westerly, and that's a Saturday up in Danielson. If Griswold wins, which it looks like they might, then we will be streaming that game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Earlier.
we have, some nice folks just dropped off an AirPod up here.
Earlier, we saw the Micros defeat Colchester to move to the Super Bowl.
It looks like they took Capalbo out for the day.
Huh?
Capalbo's out. He's over here.
Yeah.
He's done for this game. He got 2 touchdowns of his own. Oh, false start.
Cooper Chittick is...
12 men on the field. There's too many for Griswold. Too many guys.
Somebody got to go. And it looks like it's going to be Peyton Hassel.
I saw the ref go. And I was like, oh, I know what that call is.
Second down. About 16.
Oh, wrapped right up. Oh!
And he stole the ball.
Wow! Denton.
And he keeps swimming away, and
he's going to score.
Touchdown, Killingly.
Wow, he ripped it right out of his hands. It was like a basketball move. He ripped it from him. And they're putting. And it looks like they're going to go for. Did they bring the block out? I can't see that. No, they're not bringing the block out. So we're just going to go for 1 here. Or 2. 1. I'm all
They're
over.
going for 1.
I didn't see the block, so I'm going to guess.
They're just going to go for the extra
Yeah.
point.
Yep. Yeah, he ripped it right. That was a great play by Denton.
And no.
I mean, we had a feeling all game we were going to see him at least score 1. Just by how he's been playing, by how he's been playing, and the way he chose to do it was incredible.
Yeah, he just ripped the ball out of the hand. That's a Facebook reel if I've ever seen one.
We didn't even see him take it. We just saw.
Speak for yourself. I watched him.
I saw him take it, but I was like, "Where'd the ball go?" And I saw him keep running.
He broke about 17 tackles.
Yeah,
and like Superman, he flew into the end zone.
That was a great play by Denton. Very, he's been all over the place today, playing his heart out, and that play right there just proves it.
Deserves a attaboy.
Yeah.
It's not over.
No.
2:21 to go.
And if another play like that, I mean.
Onside kick. Let's see what happens. Be back in a minute right here on SNSN Sports. All right, 20-6 is the score. Obviously, they're going to be looking for the onside kick here.
Yeah, there
it is.
Oh, he got right on it, though.
Yeah.
I just watched. Oh no! I just watched one of the Griswold players block his own guy. He pushed his own guy to the ground. And I gotta be careful. We saw what Denton can do on that last play. Now you got to just try to keep the ball away from him.
Straight up the middle. Got a couple of yards.
Timeout, Killingly.
Yeah, they're going to have to stop the clock
Yeah.
as much as they can right now because Griswold doesn't want to stop the clock, and they're going to take as much time as possible just to go ahead and run the clock out. So 1:53 to go, and we'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN Sports. All right, second down, 2 minutes and 4 to go.
Oh, Friday got knocked right down.
I think he tripped over his own foot.
Yeah, he did.
Actually.
That's all right because it's going to run the clock, you know. It didn't stop the clock at all. Killingly's not going to take another timeout here, looks like.
I mean, Griswold can just take all the time they want.
Great block. Stay in,
Yeah, he doesn't want to get out of bounds.
It was a great block by Griswold in the backfield.
So fourth down. And they're going to be very nonchalant.
They're going to wait for that backfield judge to put up 5 in his hand and then go from there.
Fourth down coming up for the Wolverines.
It's not out of the realm of possibility that Killingly comes back or even beats him.
Oh, bad
snap.
Good save, though.
So they're going to turn over on downs. And it's going to be, and the clock's still running. There we go. So you got 52 seconds. So you punch it in on one or two plays. You recover an onside kick and do it again. This game is not over.
No, not at all. And I mean, luckily for Griswold, Hassel saved that because if he didn't save that, that bounce was going and going. And if Killingly came up with that ball, they're in great field position.
Yeah.
Wrapped him up.
That didn't help. That's Bruce Welch.
Big play by Welch.
All right. Second and very long. And that pass right there was intended for number 5, Sannon.
23.8.
Third down. Oh, my goodness.
Whew.
17? There's only 23 seconds to go,
Yeah.
so time is running out on Killingly.
Gotta get out of bounds here, too.
And no go.
One more play.
Killingly pass was intended for Tanner Denton. Pass was from Thomas Neal. Fell incomplete. Fourth down, coming up.
I want to thank my friend Keith for keeping our spot at the flea market open while I was up here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice guy. Very helpful. Him and his mom. Great guys. There's a pass and
deflected.
Down. And 12.5 to go. Turnover on downs. Griswold is one snap away from the Super Bowl against Westerly this Saturday, the 16th.
That was Grady with a big deflection there, I believe.
Vreeland?
Yeah. If I'm looking at it correctly.
And they snapped it, and then the time
Yeah, it was.
is going to run out. And your final score is going to be 20-6. Your Wolverines are going to be going to the Super Bowl against Westerly this Saturday. So let us, we've mentioned it a couple of times already. Here is the schedule for us here at SNSN Sports. We will be streaming the Micros Super Bowl. We will be streaming the Juniors Super Bowl. As of right now, we will not be streaming the Seniors. If you want the Seniors to be streamed, then if you're a part of those organizations, then if they would like to reach out to us and hire us for that game, like Griswold does for all of theirs, we would be glad to talk to you about being there for the Seniors Super Bowl as well. We know the teams.
Yeah.
So let's go. All right, Sean, thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken Howman and Cole Fantastic and Mr. New Announcer in the booth. Anyway, we're out of here. Thank you very much for watching us here today on SNSN Sports. Your final score, Griswold 20, Killingly 6. You've been watching SNSN Sports.